Join, start video. It's recording. Ah, look who's here. Mr. Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Sean, do you know this person? I don't.
You should be on mute.
Oops, I mute myself. How'd I do that? Hey guys, so just hang out for a minute. As much as I love all of you, I am going to mute you. I will give you a chance to chat and ask questions in a little bit. But for right now, let's bow in. Everyone stand up. Natural stance. And attention. Ready.
Sir.
Incline your back. Everyone say, to build. True confidence. Hey guys, just so you know, if you can, you should be sharing your screen so you can see. So start your video. It's on the bottom left-hand corner. Just hit start video. It's next to mute. But then also, you should be doing this in your uniform with your belt. If you didn't for this week, make sure you have your uniform and belt on next week. To build true confidence.
True confidence.
I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart,
honesty in the heart,
body.
and strength in the body.
Miss Allie, I just saw. Hi, Miss Allie. Winners never quit.
Winners never quit.
Winners never win.
Winners never win.
I choose to be black belt.
Choose to be a black
Used to be a black belt.
Yeah. Awesome. Everyone have a seat, team. Lock it up. Great. So here's what we're doing, okay? I am going to go through piece by piece for everyone, and then Miss Stephanie is going to talk specifically to the people who are testing for senior black belt. Okay, so the first thing that everyone here has to do is you have to get in. We have a personal Facebook group. So I am going to share my screen to the best of my ability. Here we go. And so here's what the group looks like. Can you guys all see my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Mr. Weller. So it's called Black Belt Candidates Sentiments in Spring 2020. All right, it also has our homework in this week for the kid black belts. And then Miss Stephanie's going to post the homework in here for the adult black belts. So again, Black Belt Candidates Spring Sentiments in 2020. Make sure you get in that group because you're going to have to be in there to post your videos each week for black belt prep. Okay, I'm going to quit sharing right now. Awesome, and we're back. So each of you guys should have a black belt book. If you don't have it, they're here in the front of the school, right by, thank you, Mr. Ulrich, right by the trash can, in the front, like the front trash can. So they're here. Here's what it should look like. I'm going to go through it piece by piece. Number one, write your name and your black belt target date should be on there. Our black belt target date is June 7th, I think, ma'am. Awesome, June 7th. So write that in there. Next up, here are your requirements, okay? So let's go through it piece by piece. So make sure you guys have your book. Link in the chain, right? It's on page 5, I believe. Yep. And that goes through, it is, wait. On page 6. Yep. Link project and community service project, okay? So start planning ahead for what you guys are going to do for that. Couple options. It has to be something that spreads the martial arts. It has to be something that benefits our community, right? The link in the chain essentially means, imagine there's a chain of martial arts instructors, and it's like my instructor's instructor, my instructors, and then me, and then and Miss Stephanie, and then you guys, right? So you're creating a link in the chain, finding a way to pass the martial arts onto somebody else. If you need help figuring that out, I'd be more than happy, and so will Miss Stephanie be more than happy to go over ways that you can do that. So link in the chain. Everything that we go over today is going to be due on May 9th. May 9th is our black belt pretest. It's here at 12:30. All right, so black belt pretest here at 12:30. Hopefully
Pen and paper.
physically and not digitally, but it's going to happen either way, physically or digitally. So that's the link in the chain. All right, and I'll talk about that a little bit more as the weeks go. Couple things people have done before in the past. They've taught a class at their gym in school. That might not be an option for this year, but it might when you go back. I think when I did it, I wrote a little like mini article and got it published in like, a newspaper editorial or something like that. It wasn't really anything fancy, right? But I explained how martial arts has changed my life. Do you remember what you did, Nan?
Charity and honestly, I can't remember.
That's okay. That's okay. No worries. No worries, right? But if you guys need help, if you're like, oh, I have this idea, can I do this? Please bounce it off of us because we love to help, right? Because I've talked to people about ideas and they've said an idea and I said, okay, that doesn't really involve martial arts. Let's figure out how it can, and I can help you make it that. Okay, so we're on page 1 still. Link in the chain. Number 2, your written test closed in the journal.
Here, take
7, 8.
Here.
So all these pages at the beginning.
Here.
So all this has to be typed. So type it up, hand it in, or if we're not
started.
May 9th, post it on that group. Everything I'm
Leave it
talking about,
alone. No, because it
post
won't
to
go
that
on.
group.
It's on.
No, it's not. The thing's not there.
Here.
All right, you're gonna post to that group.
No, no. Miss Wilkins, can you see us?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hi, Victoria. What's up?
Hi.
All right, I'm sorry I muted you. We still love you though, Victoria. Okay, written test. Again, if you don't have your book, it's here at the school in a bag. Mr. Ulrich, do you have a question or are you just raising your hand to say hi?
Yeah, what is the due date for the written test?
May 9th.
May
Everything.
9th.
So just to make everything clear and
Okay.
easy, everything is due on May 9th before 12:30 p.m. Okay, I just posted that in the group. Okay, I posted that just so everyone can see it. But just so if you have any questions about, hey, when's this due? All going to be due on May 9th. Next up is your Black Belt Attitude Journal, 21 days. Now that's also due, Mr. Weller.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a question.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I took him off. Oh wait, hold on, Mr. Weller. Can you start over?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I do have a question. I'm trying to find in the book where the written test is.
Page 8.
Page 8. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So all the pages are like one off. I guess they added a page after they did the table of contents. Your Black Belt Attitude Journal, 21 days before testing. Now that is 21 days before pre-test. So that has to be due before May 9th. That means that whenever you want to start, which, hey, now's probably a great time to begin, right? Because I'm sure a lot of you guys are spending more time at home. You might be working a lot, but you're probably spending a lot of time at home. But May 9th, 21 days has to be done. And that's the only thing that you can hand write, okay? And here's the thing, right? So here's where it begins. And there's 4 questions, guys. It begins on page 34, all right? There's 4 questions. It cannot be one-sentence answers, and it cannot be the same answer every day, right? So if it says, I am thankful for, write 3 things. It shouldn't be food, air, life, and the next day, food, air, life, food, air, life, right? It has to be some thought. I am thankful for my martial arts. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful to be able to get outside today because I'm going crazy, right? So any of those things will do. I'm not saying it has to be extensive, and like 3 paragraphs long, because personally, I don't want to read 3 paragraphs per question per day, because I do read these, but it has to be some thought behind it, right? This is your black belt, right? So this is supposed to help get you through your black belt. And again, it's handwritten, okay? That's the only thing that's handwritten. All right, let's go back. Let's see here. We're going back to the beginning. That's the song. Tell your story. All right, so this part here. All right, black belt candidates, tell your martial arts story and struggle. And you go to this web address here and you type it in. All right, has to be typed exactly as written. Okay, now here's the thing, right? There's going to be a lot of black belt candidates in the future who struggle, right? Who want to quit, who want to give up. You guys have gotten to the point of testing for black belt, so you can motivate those people. That's what this is all about. This is all about motivation. Do you have a question, Mr. Weller?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Where is that in the book? This tell
Oh
your
my
story
gosh, there,
piece?
sir. We're on page 1.
I know, I'm hard.
On page 1.
Oh, you're back to page 1. So,
Yes, sir. So go
Thank
to
you,
the
sir.
beginning of the book and then just flip 1 page. Do you see it at the bottom? Tell your story.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
good.
Awesome. I'm just messing with you, sir. So, also on page 1 is your required reading. You have to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There are 3 versions, 1 for teen, 1 for adults, 1 for kid. Pick the one that's most appropriate. In 2 to 3 paragraphs or in a Facebook Live video, write on our group, share what you've learned, and more importantly, what you're going to implement. And that's on required reading here, okay? So I would get that book either, I don't think you can still order things on Amazon right now. I think they have. Oh, can you? I thought I heard that they are dismissing any non-essential orders, but I could be wrong. If they are, just get the ebook or something.
I think they're prioritizing shipping.
Oh, prioritize shipping. That probably makes more sense. I was going to say Amazon can't shut down everything. Yes, Mr. Weller.
Another question, sir.
Oh, you don't say.
The book report, 2 to 3 paragraphs. That is due also on May.
Also on May 9th. Yes, sir.
And how is that to be handed in? Is that typed?
Typed. Look, if we're here physically in person, typed and handed in, let's just assume that everything will be in person, because hopefully praying to God that we are here back at the school by then. Everything's handed in person and typed. If we're not, it's posted on this Facebook group. All right.
Thank you.
Resources, right? Use this. When I tested for my black belt, I didn't have any online curriculum, online resources. I had to know myself. I think you too, man, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we didn't have any of that stuff, right? So you'd be crazy not to use it. You guys have literally everything at your fingertips. You can find the videos, you can find the self-defense, you can find the kata. I get that sometimes it's confusing, but it's a lot easier than, we go home and, I forget short 2. So I got to go into class the next day and ask the instructor, how do I do short 2? It's a lot easier than that, right? Let's see here. I think that's all of it for requirements, right? But make sure you read the next couple of pages. So I'm still going to go through piece by piece. This kind of explains the link in the chain a little bit more on page 6, right? So we're on page 6. And then on page 8 is that written test. Okay. If you have any questions about that, you can post those on the Facebook group. Has a couple of your basic stances. Okay. So definitely look at those. Physical requirements on page 11, kicks on page 13. Mr. Ulrich, this is a great resource for your current white through red belt certification, by the way, sir. Has all the kicks and stuff in it, has all the stances. Don't cheat, though. You should still know the stuff. Punches, kicks, blocks. Oh, man, this is awesome. Boy, do I wish I had this. Everyone, so right now, go to page 23, okay? Everyone is required to know all these combinations up here. We're going to go through a couple today, but everyone is required to know all these combinations on page 23, all 10, because that is a huge part of the black belt challenge. You're doing those combinations and the workouts. Junior black belts, you're required to know these 10 self-defense techniques, both side A and side B. Side B is just switching your feet. And then here's all the junior black belt katas. For adults, these are all the weapons katas, but they're a little bit different. All right. And then on page 24, I'm going to let Miss Stephanie in a little bit after I go over, how you're going to take the class for this week. I'll let her discuss what you guys as adults have to do for this part, okay? And that's page 24. And by adults, I mean all adult black belt testers. That also includes junior black belts who are testing for senior, okay? So we're moving. And then we're right on page 33 with the Black Belt Attitude Journal, okay? We go through that. All right, and then we're on, suggested exercises. This is on page 55. So get to page 55. Suggested exercises. The black belt test, if you've never seen it, extremely challenging, extremely difficult. Between 3 and 4 hours of constant workout, constant physical fitness, right? The goal of black belt is you be able to test and perform under extreme exhaustion. So it's really hard. So if you want to set yourself up for success, do these exercises each day, okay? Do exercise each day, and it has it listed by week. If you do these, right, you'll be fine. The only thing I'll say, jump rope used to be a part of our black belt test. It is no longer. Anything that says jump rope, switch to mountain climbers. So anywhere you see jump rope, switch to mountain climbers. Sean, stop making faces at me, sir. I can see you. That's right. I see you, sir. All right. So that's pretty much it. And then these are like black belt notes, right? So you can write, I have a question on this kata. Let me ask Mr. McQuaid or Miss Stephanie, right? I had trouble with this. I don't know this combination. I don't know that one, right? So last up, I'm going to demonstrate the combinations of the week. And then after that, I'll demonstrate the self-defense for junior black belts on both sides. It's also posted on that group. And here's what you guys have to do. I'm going to share my screen again. Let's see here. I am learning all about using Zoom, which is awesome because I'm really smart. Let's see here. All right. Although I couldn't share that time. Here we go. So here is the workout for week 1. You have to record yourself doing 10 push-ups, 50 mountain climbers, 20 lunges, 50 squats, 30 sit-ups 3 times in a row for your workout. Now this has to be recorded and posted on this group before tomorrow night at midnight. And here's kind of the thought process is that our black belt prep classes were supposed to be at 7:15 on Fridays. So use that time at 7:15 for the near future. Or hey, look, I don't care if you do it tomorrow, right? But you might run out of time. This has to be posted. If you miss this, it counts as missing a black belt prep class. So you have to post you doing those workouts each week, and we'll have a different workout each week. Here are the combinations. Jab, cross, slip, cross, jab, cross, knee. And then I'm going to demonstrate the 2 self-defense techniques. All right, I'm going to quit my share here. Did you have a question, Mr. Weller?
No, sir.
All right, your arm is out in an interesting way. It looks like you were raising your hand. All right, so really quick, jab, cross, slip, cross, and jab, cross, knee. You guys need, you pretty much need a square target. If you don't have one, you can, you probably got them when you enrolled, or let me know on the Facebook group, and I'll let you know how you can purchase a new one, okay? But you need a square target for your prep class, all right? So, or for your pre-test or whatever the case may be, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. Miss Stephanie, if you wouldn't mind holding it for me.
Yes, sir.
So jab, cross, slip, cross. So I'm punching, jab, cross. I'm gonna slip off to my right, punch, cross, okay? Again, jab, cross, slip, cross. And notice how Miss Stephanie is going straight toward my face. Jab, cross, slip, cross. So we'll do the other side. Jab, cross, slip, cross. Next up, jab, cross, grab the target, knee. Okay? Jab, cross, grab the target, knee. And now the other side. Jab, cross, grab the target, knee. Jab, cross, grab the target, knee. Self-defense. All right? If Miss Stephanie throws a straight punch, so I'm going to parry, chop, grab, asa, stop, stay back. Okay, so one more time. This is straight right punch. So parry, chop, slide, grab, asa, stop, stay back. That's a roundhouse kick. So on the other side, from the left side, parry with my right, chop, grab, asa, stop, stay back. Right roundhouse punch. So she swings, double blades, grab, asa, stop, stay back. And other side, double blades, grab, asa, stop, stay back. So, and also for this week for kids, you're doing Kamakata Ichi. I'm not going to show that because we're doing it in class. All right. So I'm going to add to the homework for this week. Again, you can post your workout on YouTube and post that on the group, or just post it straight to the group. But that has to be posted to the group, and that will count as one of your classes for the week, okay? So it does count as one of your classes. Again, right? Make sure you join that group tonight so you can see it. All right, Miss Stephanie, do you want to go over senior black belts?
Sure, sir.
All right, we got 18 minutes left.
All right, awesome. So I can tell a few stories too while I'm at it. Just kidding. So senior black belt testers. So for you guys, what I want you to do while we are not in class for our self-defense is on page 24. So page 24 is the self-defense that I want you guys to review for the week. That's right straight punch, left straight punch, right hook, and left hook. Really easy. Mr. McQuaid just demonstrated what you could do for all of it. When it comes to testing for self-defense, for you guys in particular, it has to be effective. It doesn't have to be perfect. So for self-defense, you do have some flexibility. What I want you guys to do for your review is on the page, write down what self-defense you would do for each. So the self-defense that he showed for you guys this week that we just went over was, what was that called?
Windmill guard.
Thank you.
Windmill
guard. I completely had a brain fart. It's been a long week. So windmill guard, you are allowed to do a side A and side B for the self-defense where there's anything that's right and left, and then double blades for the hooks. You don't have to do the full double blades. You can just do double blades A where that goes up to where he showed. If you want to do the step out and swing, you could do that as well. So that's for this week. You would write down what you would do. You could either say windmill guard, or you can write out, parry, chop, slide, grab, wheel kick asa or roundhouse kick asa. You could do either of those. For you guys to show me that you went through it, I just want you guys to take a picture of the page. You don't have to do the entire video because for you guys, it's going to take a while also with your kata and your workout as well. And then the two katas that we are reviewing this week, lucky for you, is short one and Kamakata Ichi. So for you guys, the last half of Kamakata Ichi can actually be found on Teachable, along with all of your self-defense, all of your katas. So get on their free account and you can go through that every single week to review. If you have any questions at all as you're going through it, please, text me, reach out, send me a video, be like, is this right what I'm doing? And I will text you back and let you know, yes, looks good to me. no, this is more or less how you do it. And if that's the case, then what I'll do is I'll send you back a video of myself doing it as well. Or if you're just curious, you all have my phone number, please, you can also call me as well. We could set up a FaceTime or something like that to chat as well if you have any questions too. And then let me just make sure I get through that. I'll be posting that on the Facebook page as soon as I get home, and along with the workout. So the workout that Mr. McQuaid posted for the kids is the same for you guys as well. So same thing applies. Video of yourself doing the workout 3 times. And Sean, you will be doing the workout 3 times, even though I am in the same building as you. Okay, just so you know. So you're gonna post that online along with the combinations. The self-defense, I just want pictures. You can, just show the pictures of what you are gonna use. And then the katas I wanna see videos of as well. And team, going forward, just so you know, when I was going through my own test, I used this book extensively to write down what I was gonna work on, because there's, was it 39, I think, self-defense techniques that you will be tested on based on an attack. So there's a lot in there, and sometimes you're like, all right, I need to do this one. What did I write down? What did I plan on? So I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver when it comes to knowing what you were planning on doing going forward. And I find that not only doing it, but writing it down, reminding myself, helps me remember it, because it's coming down to muscle memory when you're doing this. And then just one more thing, like I said, self-defense, you have some flexibility. I want to see it be effective. It doesn't have to be perfect. Kata is kind of where you don't have that flexibility. It needs to be strong. You need to be sharp. It's got to be on point. Stances have got to look good. Blocks have got to look good. And you really don't have as much leeway with your kata. And I think that is all, sir.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, ma'am. So guys, we're going to bow out in a minute. And again, I think the best thing for you to do is either A, wait till 7:15 and like make that your usual black belt prep time. Unless anything changes with our schedule, we're going to have this at 6 every Friday, kind of like going over like what's expected, where we are, how we can help as a team. So either A, do it as soon as we sign off, wait for 7:15, or hey, if you would much rather do it on Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But remember, it has to be posted before tomorrow night at midnight, okay? This recording is also going to be, or this Zoom call is also recording. So I'm going to post this and put this up in the group every week as well. So if you forget anything that we discussed or that you saw or talked about, I'll put it in the group as well. And again, right, we're all exercising our self-discipline muscle in terms of like, we don't have an exact 7:15 class right now. It's going to be up to us, to do it on our own. Again, unless anything changes within the future, so that's what it looks like for now. If anybody has any questions, please post them on the group. I know if I have you as a friend on Facebook, I try to invite you guys already to the group. So check your Facebook after you leave here. And I tried to invite some people already. Mr. Weller?
Yeah, I couldn't let you go without at least one more question, sir.
Yes, sir.
So moving forward after tonight, next Friday, is this going to be a reoccurring meeting at 6 or at 7:15?
So it's going to be at 6, and we're going to decide what's going to happen at 7:15 as of right now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, I'm going to end the meeting. Have fun. Honestly, I would start your stuff now. Why wait till 7:15? Get it done now unless you have something going on now that you can't do it. But I would get it done now. This way it's out of the way and you don't have to worry about it for tonight or tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye, team.
Bye.